everybody. Going to give you a tutorial on the Ghost XL Drift. It's a great little camera. Battery lasts about 8 hours. 3 buttons on the top. We'll get to all of those and how they work in a second. Lens in the front, the lens rotates. So depending on how you mount your camera, you need to make sure that the arrow is always facing up. So if you mount your body of the camera like this, you got to make sure that you rotate the lens so that the arrow is up toward the sky. Arrow toward the sky. As long as that arrow is straight up toward the sky, the picture is going to be correct. Alright, turn the camera on by pressing the button till you hear a beep. This button is the closest to the lens. Camera starts to turn on. See it in the back, menu, and it's on. It's really quick. What you're seeing now is a green screen. This green screen is video. So if you wanted to start taking video, all you have to do is press the most forward button that's closest to the actual lens, and it will start recording. Started recording. As you can see, it's starting recording. Right now it's set up to indicate that it's recording by flashing. To stop the recording, just press the button again, same button in the front. It stops. Light goes to green, saying it's ready to go ahead and wait for you to press the button again, start to record. Alright, so say you don't want to take a video. Maybe you want to take a photo. All you have to do is press the button furthest back to the menu. It changes to yellow. Yellow is a picture. Yellow is photos. So now, same thing. The button in the front, press it. You can see this change to yellow as well. Press it. Takes a photo. Press it again. Takes a photo. Very simple. Press the button again. Takes a photo. Say that you're not interested in taking a photo. You want to do some type of time lapse. All you have to do again is press the button toward the back to change the setting. It changes to pink. This pink is time lapse. So now, depending on all the other little features that you can do on this camera, we won't get into that. All you have to do now is set this up, probably on a tripod if you're going to do time lapse, and press the button again, just like you're going to take a picture, or start a video, or end a video. Press the time lapse. There it goes. It's just going to keep taking it. Now, it's based off of whatever standard settings are going, so it looks like it's every second. You can change that. You can change the interval to a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That's in the menu. And we can get to that later. Press it to stop the time lapse. Stops. All right, you can see the front button is also pink. So if you're wondering what you're in, pink, time lapse, right? So next setting, if you press the button toward the back, it changes it to cyan, blue. This is photo burst. So now, depending on how you set up the camera again, the details of the photo burst, you go to press the button up in front, it will start doing a photo burst. So currently, I think it's default. It's set up to take 15 pictures at 4 megabytes. I think everything standard is 4 megabytes. The photo is 4 megabytes, time-lapse 4 megabytes, and the photo burst. So all you do, again, just press the button once. 15 photo burst shots, all 4 megabytes. Great little feature. So that's the basics of the camera and how it works, right? You want to take a photo, start a video, stop a video, do time lapse, do photo burst, press the button furthest to the lens, and it will start and stop or take your photos. The button toward the back is to take you into the different settings. So currently, photo burst, press it once, it takes you to blue. So that blue is settings. We'll get to that in a second. Press it one more time, takes you back to green. So there's the video, green in front, green in back. You're ready to take video. Currently set up as 1080. I like the 1080, it seems to work pretty good. Press it again, takes you to yellow. So that is yellow, that's yellow, ready to take a photo for you. Currently set up 4 megabytes. Press it again, takes you to pink, 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 time lapse. Press it again, takes you to cyan, blue. This is photo burst. This is currently set up 4 megabytes, 15 pictures. So that's blue and blue. One more takes you to a dark blue, and that is the menu. So now into the menu. Right, so there are a lot of settings on here. I don't think I can get to everything, but you can do a lot of it on your own. The middle button is what you're going to be using. So you press the middle button, it'll take you through all the different settings. And you can go through all the settings, and you can just keep going until you find something you want to do. Do you want it to connect to your Wi-Fi so you can connect it to your tablet? This is probably a way to do it. You just keep going through it, and when you get to where you want to go, say you're looking for let's just go Wi-Fi, right? If you're looking for the Wi-Fi, you want to get to the Wi-Fi, set up the Wi-Fi, you find the Wi-Fi, and when you get to it, sorry, there's a lot of settings in here. When you get to the Wi-Fi setting, you are going to want to press the button in the front. That will take you into the Wi-Fi settings. Press the button in the front once. My bad, that's not what you do. Sorry, I'm still learning too. So, back button, right? It took us to ready to take a video, so that's not what we want to do. So, get back to the menu setting, press the back button. It takes you through all the different setups of what you want to take, time lapse, photo burst, and then into the settings. So, the button in the front takes you through where you want it to be. No, I'm wrong again. Excuse me, but let's go back. Okay, so once we get to the menu, it's the middle button that we press. Takes you to where you want to go. So like I said, let's look for Wi-Fi. Once we find Wi-Fi, we can stop at Wi-Fi. Once you find the Wi-Fi setting, like I said, there's a lot of settings, so it shows Wi-Fi right there. Now you want to get into the Wi-Fi and be able to turn it on or off. Press the button toward the back, toward the menu. That's going to start the Wi-Fi right now. You can see the green light starting the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is on. So now you can go look at your tablet or phone to connect to this. You'll look for something probably called Ghost 00 something, whatever your setting is set up on your basic Ghost XL. You'll be able to find that on your Wi-Fi settings. So if you want to stop it, press the button back on the back again. Takes you out of Wi-Fi, and then it stops flashing. So if you want to keep going through the menu, the middle button takes you to the different settings. Exposure, self-timer, bit rate, filters, ISO, microphone sensitivity, speaker volume, LED status indicator, right, which is the one in the front, vibrate indicator, default setup, right? So if you want to go back to the original default, camera off. So there's different settings in there to never turn off or turn off after 15 minutes of not use. There's different settings in there. Thumbnail files, date if you wanted to make sure you've got the correct date. So when you're looking at, hey, when did I take that picture? It'll have information in there. Date stamp. Do you want a date stamp on what you're doing? I don't, but I can always go back and see when it was done. Instant record. So if you want to just turn the camera on, like I showed you, turning the camera on it will just start video immediately. So again, the middle button is going through these settings here. Clone mode, so if you have different cameras like this, so if you wanted to set up multiple cameras, right, you can have them cloned. So what that means is that when they're cloned, if I start recording here, they all start recording. If I stop, they all stop. Very nice feature. I think you can do that up to 10 of cameras. And that's a great feature because once you set up one and you pair it with a remote, right, the remote goes to this one, and then this one controls all the other ones. So they all start and stop together. Nice little feature. That's why I really like the Drift cameras. Go back through it. There's something about clone group. I'd never used that before. Video, very small text. Video something, video interval, scan QR. I don't know. I've never used that before. Different language and reset settings. Format the SD card. Here's your serial number. Firmware. If you do download the app on your phone, I suggest that. It will automatically know if you need to upgrade the firmware. It does that every so often, so I would do that. Menu settings. Back to menu settings. So dash cam interval. So you can use this as a dash cam. So if you want to set it up that way, and that's why you bought it. Event detection. So if this thing, gets an impact or something moves suddenly, it'll record that section of that. Video tagging. So video tagging is cool because it will record constantly. It will constantly be recording, but recording over itself. So it depends on your memory card that you've got. And say you are out there wakeboarding or something, and you got your remote and you did some cool trick. You can say, hey, click, record that. And it will record, depending on your settings, it will record the previous minute and the next minute, which is nice because it captures you before the trick and after the trick. Very cool feature. And time interval or tag interval. So that's like I said, minute before, minute after, 30 seconds before, 30 seconds after. Real cool feature. And then back to Wi-Fi. So hopefully I'm able to help you get going onto this Ghost XL. Like I said, really cool. You want to turn the camera off, press it till you hear the button and the camera turns off. Really good camera. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Post them down below.